CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Dak Prescott bringing out the Dallas Cowboys, and a lot of big games for quarterbacks in Week 2, Charles, but I think the biggest might have belonged to Dak. And that was a crazy game. I want to get your thoughts on it a little bit later, but Dak Prescott's performance in that comeback win over the Falcons, 34-57, 450 yards.
He was absolutely scintillating in this game, and just think about how he rallied his team back from a big deficit. It looked like this thing was over, okay?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Down, Cowboys.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, In this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Wilson. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
As Dallas's offense comes out here, Charles, we got to talk about their Week 2 victory over Atlanta. That's one of the greatest comebacks we've seen in some time. The Falcons led 20-0 at one point, held the lead all the way through, but then the wild finish, Greg Zuerlein able to create a spinning onside kick that was recovered, and then for good measure, he banged through a 46-yard field goal as time expired. What a wild, wild ball game.
And a lot of game ball to be given out in this one because Zuerlein has to get one for the game-winning kick. Mike McCarthy, his first win as the Dallas head coach. I thought Dak Prescott was incredible in this game. 3 rushing touchdowns in addition to throwing for a bunch of yards as well. That was a huge win for Dallas. Atlanta helped them in a big way down the stretch, but give the Cowboys credit for hanging tough. How about next week, though, buddy? They go to Seattle. How much fun is that going to be? And then they're home for 3 straight games. Cleveland, the Giants, and Arizona. Imagine if they beat Seattle in Seattle and create that momentum before coming home. They could get on a roll.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
And 6 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to look deep from... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around. But offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
12 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The Cowboy ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And again, it's Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense. Do that.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Number 88.
CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And his kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Seahawks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
48 to Mike. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. Being chased out left. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning it is Moore. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
48 to Mike.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
40-yard line.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawks offense now getting set to go again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Oh, that was dangerous.
2nd and 10.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
48 to Mike.
To throw again, Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
What a beautiful play by the rookie out of Alabama, Trayvon Diggs, who was well-schooled, well-tutored while playing for the Crimson Tide on the art of playing the cornerback position. Saw the ball in the air, made his break, and came away with a big interception for the Dallas Cowboys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Elliott, the Cowboy ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cowboys 17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
27-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go play action with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
If you were me,
he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost starting to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting Like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. As he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was taken down by Bobby.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we... And Prescott, his 3rd interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run the screen with Carson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Complete to Chris Carson. No gain.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, Wilson rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Check, 48's the mark. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
And here's Wilson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech, who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he stopped immediately there. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
The line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
48,
Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
38. Cowboys 17.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Dancing to his left. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
41. Cowboys 17.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
What's the deal, y'all? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Prescott. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Cowboys 20.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Fair catch made at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
And out now come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A loss of 4 yards.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good return there, 17 yards.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to Week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. A couple of 2-0 teams. Dallas at Seattle. What else do you have?
Well, how about Green Bay at New Orleans on Sunday night? We always talk about quarterback matchups that we'd love to see more of. You don't get to see very often Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and this could be the last time if Drew Brees indeed heads towards retirement after this season. And how about the one that's going to cap off the weekend? Kansas City at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how big is that one, right? Because there are a number of us who think that this is a preview of the AFC Championship game. But I want to go back to one you mentioned, the Rams and Buffalo. Two quarterbacks that continue to have to prove their greatness or even that they should have the job. Jared Goff with the Rams and of course, Josh Allen with Buffalo. Both of them off to really hot starts and looking good.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw.
It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's more on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. All right, Greg Olsen getting ready to trot out there for another drive. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go in at the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you've worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
He's going to look deep for more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboy Cowboys sack.
Wilson, sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 26 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 48, Mike 48. I got one.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Cowboy 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
A loss of 3 yards.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
30.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with.
It got his man complete. 20.
Right, camera, action,
And all
showtime.
the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Jason Myers.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott from the gun. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A gain of
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Pick it up.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This complete to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Tyler Lockett.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aldon Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
5 yards.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his back.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A gain of
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now left side on the swing pass. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, it's Wilson. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.